again, big downtown Atlanta. Today, we kind of light work. I don't have my other host with me, but I do have a special guest who will co-host and be a guest. I got my homegirl, Seyvn McCray in, author, the trap scholar. She in with me right now, sitting there with me. I got my peoples in the house. But right now, like we always do, we talk about the dope lines of the day. So I'm gonna introduce Seyvn McCray, and I didn't really tell her that she gotta have a dope line of the day. That can be anything said by a dope individual. Any quote, it can be anybody. From Martin Luther King to Devin the Dude, anybody, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit you with that shit, but first of all, if you're in this house right now, like we always do, quiet or not, I need you to make some noise, man, because we up in this house another week. We got them at 22, so make some noise, you know, my people. Like I said, broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Seyvn McCray, ladies and gentlemen, like we always have an organic vibe about how we meet our guests and how we see things that come in, to dope line. And this is another organic guest that came in the shop, met her. She had did a pop-up, and I was so impressed by just the fact that to be a writer is something, it's difficult to imagine all these thoughts in your head anyway. But to be able to write it down and make it sound good and make it entertaining and make it interesting is a gift from God. So when I saw that she was in there doing her thing, she had multiple books at that time already. And she was like, yo, I'm working on some more. So I was just impressed with that. So like I said, she's a friend of a good friend of a good friend. So like I said, it's all organic. So like I say, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Miss Seyvn McCray, the trap scholar. Yes.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Seyvn McCray. Originally from Atlanta, which a lot of people can't say that.
Yeah, you're Georgia Peach, huh?
Yes, I am.
That's crazy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you might be like the first true guest. That's
yes.
Yeah, you are.
West Side, 30318, Zone 1.
All right. What's the major street over that way?
The major street over that way will be Bankhead, Hollywood Road.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Around that way, huh?
Yep.
Over there. I can't even lie.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
That's family. Yep.
Marlo, recipe from Marlo.
Yeah. Okay. You speaking that? Yeah, you speaking that B-Town language. Okay. He's a born home affiliate.
Yeah, I am. I like to say I'm plugged. Like Shorty Greg, all them.
Yeah. That's family.
Yeah. So that's Shorty Greg too, man.
Yeah.
My dog too. But I'm glad to have a true ATL Georgia Peach here. You know what I'm saying, to talk, because I really love Atlanta, and you know the true essence of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And that's probably why your books are so vivid. So tell us about, like, first of all, what made you become an author?
Well, I actually have been writing forever. I've been writing all my life. I'm a product of the Atlanta public school system.
Shout out to them. Okay.
And that was my thing, like writing. I used to have a very bad speech impediment.
Okay.
And I wouldn't talk.
Okay.
And so my teacher was just like, write. Just write. So I used to write everything down. And then I started writing stories.
Okay.
Then back then, Eldrin Bell was the police commissioner, and George Napper. Like, I'm speaking old stuff, you know what I'm saying? But so like Andrew Young, like back in the day, they had like a writing contest for like Atlanta public school system.
Okay.
And so I used to write essays. They had them every month, and you'll win the lunch with the mayor. You win $100, lunch with the mayor, and I started winning.
Black mayor too, right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mayor Jackson was the mayor then.
Okay.
So I was winning them every month.
Damn.
Every month.
Okay.
And I won them. They started when I was in the 5th grade. I won them every month from the 5th grade to the 7th grade, because we didn't have middle schools back then. So you went from the 7th grade, which was elementary school, to high school.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah. High school started in the 8th grade.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And I won, and I just felt like that was like my passion.
Damn. So well, shout out to your school first of all.
Yeah.
What school was it?
It was CM Pitts Elementary School right on Perry Boulevard.
Shout out to everybody who know about that.
Yeah.
Some true shit.
Yeah.
So that's dope. So you was one of that shit. So okay, so that's when you said, I'm gonna be this for life. This is what I want to be. Like,
I actually wanted to be a lawyer because I used to argue all the time. You know, and I'm a person like, and I love knowledge, so I go and put them in my book bag. You know what I'm saying? And I take them back to school.
First of all, for all those who don't know what encyclopedia is, it was that big heavy ass book that this old person to bring over and try to sell that shit. 32 books to your ass. We had to buy this heavy ass bookcase to hold it, but it had all the information you needed way before the internet. So they probably don't even know what it is.
Right. So we didn't have Google. We had the encyclopedia. So I used to steal them. You know what I'm saying? And I used to take them back. So then I started reading stories that actually like resonated with me, because I used to read like the typical young kid stuff like Nancy Drew and Sweet Valley High and stuff like that, but it was white kid stuff. It didn't resonate with me. But I ended up getting a hold of Donald Goins' book. And I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, you know? And it just kind of went from there. I was like, okay, I want to be a writer. My teacher was like, okay, you can do that. You can do that and be a lawyer. I was like, no, I just want to be a writer, you know? Like, I don't want to have to be around people, because I always kind of been introverted a little bit. So I was like, I don't want to have to deal with people. And so I'm like, okay, if I can write this book and just hand it off to somebody, that'll be good, you know? So it kind of went from there, went to college, and while I was in college, I used to write everybody's papers. I was the girl that wrote the papers. You need a paper roll, Sevyn gonna write it. Like, I wrote everybody's papers, got paid money, I got paid hairdos.
It was a hustle.
Yes. Like, I hate math, so I had an African friend that was in college. I did all his English work. I did all his work, and he did my math work. You know what I'm saying? People like, I can add 2 plus 2. That's it. Anything else, and count some money.
Yeah, right. Count that money.
People like, how you got these degrees and you can't? I be like, hey, I got friends. You know what I'm saying? So.
And street smart, they go a long way.
Exactly.
They had knowledge.
Thank you.
Work your number. That's what we say, work your number.
Yeah.
But so you didn't start off like writing a journal, doing a diary and all that stuff.
I did.
You had a main diary, didn't you?
Yeah, but my mama read it one time and everything in it was about her, and that was it.
It was bad?
Yeah.
Oh, you let her up in a diary. I thought oh God, and you wrote it well. She probably like, this motherfucker.
And she bought it. She was like, this bitch, I don't bought you this book. Like, I remember the diary, like, you know what I'm saying? It had the rainbow sheets. You could smell you could stretch the sheets and smell it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I begged for this diary, and she bought that diary, and everything you know about her. I bet she.
Excuse me, we got Yoshi in the house. That's security right now. Everything is good though. You good, Yoshi? Like finish though?
Yeah, but like ever she read that book, she was like, oh my God, like she didn't speak to me. She wouldn't speak to me for like a week, and I knew she had not read. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't say, oh, I read your diary, but it was just like, she kind of like turned off that money switch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay.
So was your diary was it vivid? Like, would you like?
Yeah, like dear diary, the day my mama had me fucked up, I cannot stand.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you the writer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I've always been the type that I'm not gonna cuss you out and call you bitches a hoe, but I'm gonna use like these 8 to 10 letter words.
You'll drop a paragraph on them.
Exactly. Even today in text, I'm the one that you just read. You won't even read it. You'll read the first line and just text me back. Okay.
Y'all, you one of those. All right. So you seen that. So like, what was your first idea for a book? Like, when you like, yo, I'm gonna make this a book.
So it was this guy. He's a famous author. His name is Treasure Blue, and he was like my first mentor. Okay. And I loved his books.
Sound like a pimp.
He's from up north. He
Treasure Blue.
Yeah, he got some good ass books. Yeah. So he had hooked me up with one of his friends in the industry or whatever, and she was doing an anthology. And I wrote the anthology and I sent it to him. I let other people read it. They were like, damn, this is good. You know what I'm saying? And I sent it to her, and she was like, this is so unbelievable. This is some bullshit. But when I tell you 98% of that was true. Like the only thing different I changed was probably the names.
Damn. That's the true, actual true story.
Right.
Okay.
And she was like, "This some bullshit." And I'm like, she was like, "This doesn't sound real. This is that." And I'm like, "Oh my god." You know what I'm saying?
Who was telling you that?
She was an author. She was like, during that time, she was like, this was like in 2010. She had like a name or whatever, and she was doing like anthologies, which are like books with like different stories in them.
Okay.
And so I had this dope ass story, and I sent it to her or whatever, and she was like, "It's some bullshit." And I'm like, "Okay." It hurt me so bad, and I was like, "Damn." And so I didn't give up. Those characters, exactly. But those characters in that book ended up spawning my first novel. So like I just took the characters in the book and made a full-blown novel.
Okay. Damn, so like I said, it hurt you good because you definitely ain't shy away, like fucking.
Exactly.
You didn't believe her.
No, because I knew it was true. It would be different if it was just like something I had done formulated in my mind. You know, something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm like, what?
So
even the character, she was like, this is unbelievable, this, that, and I'm like, it's unbelievable to you because, excuse my language.
You ain't about that life.
You going about this life. You like a 500-pound woman that live in Wisconsin. You're not from the South.
Right.
You don't know anything about what I'm writing about. You know what I'm saying? So of course it could be far-fetched to you. Of course it'll be far-fetched to you, but to me, this shit just happened last month. You know what I'm saying? So
So what was the name of that book?
The name of this story was actually called A Diamond in the Rough, and it ended up spawning with the lick read because the name of their book.
I love the name of that.
Yeah, the name of the characters in that book, their last name is Diamond.
Okay. So Diamond in the Rough. That was the first book.
That was the story. Yeah.
That was the first story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't the first book.
No, with the lick read is the first.
Okay.
book.
It just came off of that.
Yeah.
So what character you think that was in Diamond in the Rough that she couldn't believe that she was like, this shit flawed? Which one of the characters?
I don't know. Like it could have been because it's some triplets in the book.
Okay.
It's two girls and a guy.
Okay.
And one of the girls, her name is Beautiful. So it was basically a beautiful story, like how she met a guy. She was dancing at dancing at Magic City, and she met a guy, and he was a football player, and all this. That
sound real to me.
Right. So it was something like, and it was supposed to have been like, I think the name of the anthology was like One Night Stand. So it was supposed to have been like just writing about a one night stand. Okay. So I put it where like he basically met her in the club, and she went with him, and this, that, and other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. She from Wisconsin. She don't understand that life.
Right,
for real.
Right.
Exactly. I see it though. That's dope though. That's a dope story. So that led to What the Lick Read. Yeah. Your first book. Mm-hmm. So when you dropped it, you got it published and everything, how did you like get it out to the public?
Well, cause I'm I've always been a reader, so I was just in a whole bunch of different Facebook book clubs.
Okay, group things. Okay.
Yep, that's like when the group things first like started, and so I was just like in a lot of Facebook book clubs or whatever, and like I used to, when I was writing the book, my friend, she's like one of my closest friends, her name is Sam. I used to be like sending her little excerpts of the book, like chapters or whatever. Okay. And she was like, okay, this sounds good, this don't sound good, you know, different things. So like when I was writing the story that I sent to her, like that story was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I had it's not like I wrote it and just sent it to her. Like I had sent it through a million people before it even got to her.
So you know it was thorough.
Right. So I was in this group and I like shoot them out like different excerpts or whatever, and they'll tell me, you know, how they feeling it, you know, that they loving it, when it's gonna come out, you know what I'm saying? So I just worked up from there.
That's dope.
So I had built up a momentum. So
you had a name when you came out. People knew you as a writer when you dropped, so
they knew me as a reader who wanted to be a writer. So like they didn't even know me as a writer. They didn't know my backstory. It's like I've been writing all my life and doing kids papers and all this stuff. They didn't know me as that. They just knew me as somebody who was in the different book clubs, they like to read the same books as them.
Okay. So what got your sales out there? Where like for other authors like you that's trying to start off, that wrote their first book, they got their dope ass shit put together, everything. How did you get?
I did a whole bunch of research. Like I said, I love to read, so
Right.
I researched everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I found me a dope ass editor. The person who did my first book cover is the person who did all of my other book covers. You know, and social media is amazing, because if it wasn't for social media, if it wasn't for Facebook back then, I knew I probably wouldn't have became a best-selling author, because word of mouth is really what became, you know, like this dope story. It's about Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like I started off the first chapter, you know what I'm saying, talking about Atlanta. All of my books are about Atlanta.
What was the first store you was in?
The first book is What the Lick Read. So
What store?
the first store I was in was Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't even know my book was a bestseller. So another gentleman, his name is David Weaver, I ended up signing with him because he had a publishing company.
Wait. You didn't know you was a bestseller?
No, I didn't even know how to tell I was a bestseller. So he hit me up or whatever, and he was like, you know your book, you know your book #1. I was like, how'd you know that? He was like, I'm finna take a picture of it and send it to you. And he sent it to me, and my book was the #1 in urban fiction, and it was just like word of mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like so many people read this dope ass story about Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And it just spawned a whole movement.
So you #1 bestseller, didn't know it.
I didn't even know how you read it.
Did you get the checks for it? Did you get the cash?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
Yeah,
But you just didn't know you were #1. That's crazy. So when you find out that, like, what happened? Like, did you
It was amazing. Like people I didn't even know. Like I went from having like maybe 400, like 300 or 400 friends on Facebook to having like 3,000. Like so many people hit me up and me different questions about the book and because I talked about a lot of real people, you know what I'm saying, in the book, and like I named people, you know, I got their permission, you know what I'm saying, like, so like my god brothers, like I put them in the book, you know what I'm saying, I was like, okay, I'm finna use y'all as characters, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, you know, because I kind of like remixed a whole bunch of stuff that was going on at once. So a lot of people are in the book and they don't know it's them, because I meshed one person with another person with another person, you know what I'm saying,
that's crazy,
from one person. But yeah, it just kind of took off.
So then, how long was it before you said, okay, it's time for my second book?
Well, my second book was actually, it was The Real Block of Wise Atlanta. So like I said, he was being my mentor or whatever, and that book was actually going to be like I came up with the idea before I even signed with him. And I had done like wrote like more than half, and it was just me and my best friend looking at the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and like that's when it was coming out that that's like in the beginning they weren't making any money, they was renting this, they was renting that, and we were like, we need to write a book about our lives, we need to talk about our lives, and I was like,
the block wives.
And it just went from there. I started writing it. Called my graphic artist, was talking to her, telling her about this cover, because that's not the original cover. Like the original cover, it kind of looked like it, and then I sat on it for a long time. So when I got ready to sign my deal, he came to me, he was like, I want you to sign with me. I was like, okay, you know, because he been supporting me and giving me game from the go before I was even signed with him, you know what I'm saying? So when he said he wanted me to sign, he's like, the book don't gotta be that long, just give me like 40,000 words. I was like, oh shit, I already got that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had already wrote the story. He's like, we're gonna make it a
So you get paid off words?
No, you don't get paid off words. You get paid off page reads now, like according to Amazon. But like when it go into words, there's some sort of like a the author type thing. You know what I'm saying? So you know your page count or whatever. So once he told me, he was like, it only need to be like 40,000 words or whatever. I was like, real? I said, said, I already got that. I got more than that. So I kind of like found a good part to like cut the book off so I can start the next book.
All right.
And shot it over to him, and that book was like #1. It came out, it was like #1 for like 11, 12 weeks.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you got 2 #1 books back to back. Like that's a bang. Like I know some other authors that been writing books for years and haven't had shit been #1 for a week, not even #2. So that's big. So when are you gonna turn one of these to a movie?
Everybody asks me that, and if I could turn one to a movie, I think it would be The League. Those characters those characters just resonate with me so much. Like my mom is like one of the characters, but I tend to like chop myself up in all of the books. Like some people like my girl, she be saying, you need to write a book about your life. But I'm like, I'm chopped up into all of this. You know what I'm saying? All of my books got pieces of me.
You better put your mom in that, because she started off in that diary. She got to be in the book. She already kicked it off. Right?
Yeah. But
me and your mama got to be in the book.
But Wet the Lick Read, I would love to do. I would actually like to do it as a series. Like the characters are so multifaceted that it can literally be one of those books or one of those series that just goes on and on and on. And that's exactly, like people read it, that's what they say, it's like the Atlanta Wire.
Alright, so you trying to be the Black Game of Thrones.
I mean,
everybody just gotta tune in. I don't care who you are, what color, what race, what grade, who you like, you gotta tune in. Yeah, that's dope though. I mean, like I already.
And I started kind of writing about Atlanta before Atlanta was popular among everybody. You know what I'm saying? So,
like, really, you a true Atlanta, Georgia peach, off Bankhead.
I'm real Atlanta.
Yeah, real Atlanta. So you like people tuned in with the BMF hit. You before BMF. You before all that. You like I say. Bankhead. A lot of people don't know about Bankhead, Born Homes, Bankhead Court, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Hollywood Court, definitely don't know about Hollywood.
Right.
Yeah, definitely don't know about that. Matter of fact, I got a dude, he made it to the major leagues. He's from over that way too though, TJ Stewart.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know him or not, but he helped a lot of baseball players in Atlanta, urban inner city players. He do a lot for Atlanta, but he definitely from over there, from the projects over there. But I know that West Side story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know when you write a book.
Exactly. Yeah. It always starts. It always is based on the West
True
Side.
Trappers.
Yeah.
So you know, like I said, I ain't gonna say no more names, but you know them boys. But I'm so happy that you came out. But I gotta ask you some more questions, some hip hop questions. I need your dope line of the day. I need you. We gonna get into some more stuff, but I gotta get this in before I gotta get your dope line of the day, because I'm curious. I want to know, like, from a writer perspective. It could be one of your lines. It could be a line your character said in a book, or anything said by a dope individual with the dope line.
I'm gonna give you a dope line. My mom had like great wordplay, and I got an uncle.
Shout out to your mama too. You can shout out to your mama.
And I got an uncle. His name is Chili Willie, and Chili Willie is like Dolomite. Like I always talk about him. Everything he said used to rhyme. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. But my mom used to always say, "You can't save your face and your ass at the same time."
Damn. Hold on. Damn. Let me soak that in. That's real tough. That's mean. You can't save your face and your ass at the same time. That's some mean shit. Like I never heard that shit in my life.
Yeah, and I call
and it's impossible.
I used to always post her sayings, like especially when I was writing about her.
That's
writing the lick.
That's mean. God damn.
Like when I was writing the lick, I used to always post her sayings, and I call them solitairisms because her name is Solitaire in the book. And so she had like a full wordplay because she used to be like a madam, you know what I'm saying? Then she used to be like a queen being like my mom, like so like it's just like
she got the gift of gab. Yeah.
She was like the one woman that hung around a whole bunch of guys, but then she got friends
around Chili Willie, shit.
right. So
damn, that's all right though. You say, God, say that dope. Say that one more time. I need to hear that one more time.
You can't save your face and your ass at the same time.
That's the 100% truth. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can't argue that at all. Yeah. That's a dope line. You can't. Everybody got to agree with. That's crazy. Now, so I heard that you into like, of course, the zodiac sign and the whole mental health and things and all that stuff. So tell us about that. Like, they already know how I feel about it. So like, I want to know what you think about. Like, tell us about the whole thing.
Oh, like when I came in, I asked you. You said you was a Cancer, and I was telling you that I'm a Cancer rising. And so, like, you know how you tend to meet people and they're the same sign. You might even meet a person, y'all got the same birthday, but y'all act nothing alike because, you know, you have 3 signs. You know what I'm saying? And so I be encouraging people to like find out what their rising sign is and their moon sign is, because all those characteristics tend to make up you.
Okay, so the rising sign is the sun sign and the moon sign is the moon sign. So
no, your sun sign is actually the day. So you have a Cancer sun because that's the day.
All right.
And your moon sign, it'll be like your rising sign is your ascendant sign. So it kind of goes like you have a lot of those underlying characteristics.
Okay, and that separate. That makes the difference between this Cancer and that Cancer. Is those underlying things.
Yeah, because like I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
And you know, Aquarius, they tend to be lonely, detached. A lot of them tend to be non-emotional, which I am like that. But then I'm real sensitive and I'm a crier. But it's that Cancer shit, because Cancers are so damn emotional.
Yep, shout out to the Cancer.
And I always wondered that because my mom is Aquarius too, and she told opposite, like whatever, like she don't. I you know what? That's gonna make me go and search to find out what her rising and her moon is, because I don't know, but I know it's not Cancer.
Definitely not that.
Yeah. She might be like but I have a Libra moon. I can see her being like a Libra, having like a Libra rising.
And they like. They definitely not emotional, not like Cancers anyway. But I think Cancers are the most emotional. My brother, he helped raise me, and he's a Cancer, and oh my God, I'm a Cancer. I know it.
Yeah, his birthday is July 17th, and then my other brother, his birthday is July 24th. Their birthday is like a week apart. Yeah, he a Leo. So, but me and him, you know, Leo and Aquarius, they're like at total ends of the spectrum, but we used to think so much alike though, you know.
Yeah. So like as far as like the whole like zodiac sign, like I heard you talk about mental health.
Yeah.
Like that's something big that I know that's needed everywhere. Like especially where I'm from, Chicago, I know so many people that think they good, but they suffer from a lot of different stuff.
I feel like us as
Atlanta ain't the therapy for everybody.
I feel like I feel like us as Black people all need therapy. I don't care what your demographic is. For the simple fact, we come from trauma. Our race is it comes from trauma, you know what I'm saying? So even if you come from a 2-parent home and a middle class neighborhood and everything, and then you know, I'm late 70s, and parents then used to talk about stuff, you know, they hid stuff, and that's why the crack era was so bad on our age group.
Our generation.
Because we hid stuff, you know what I'm saying, and we self-medicated, you know what I'm saying. So the crack epidemic was like, it hit hard, it hit the city hard, because folks was like, okay, I'm finna take this, I'm finna do this, you know what I'm saying, to numb the pain.
So you heard about T.I., what he doing with the Atlanta police and all that, what he helping out with that old detention center that they trying to do. They bringing in mental health. And
I think that is good. I think that's good great. Because a lot of people, a lot of the crimes, you know, that's why in my books, you don't know a person's backstory.
Yep.
And that backstory means everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why it might sound unreal to somebody who don't understand it, because it's I understand. I definitely understand it.
Yeah,
like, that backstory is real.
Yeah, even in our backstory, we don't be knowing if you don't really interact with your family, or you know you are like I'm an outside child. You know what I'm saying? I don't know hardly nothing about my dad's family except for where they're from. Like I literally just found out what my grandmother's name was maybe like about 8 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I never asked, but you never gave me that information. You know what I'm saying? So we don't be knowing what issues our ancestors suffered from. You know what I'm saying? So we be fighting a battle and we don't even know what we fighting. You know what I'm saying? It be in our DNA. We find stuff, we're like, wait a minute, why I'm acting like this, and why, you know, why is all this going on? But it's because it's in us and we don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is a disease. You know, like that is something that's going on in us, just like
it's crazy.
You know, just like any other thing.
Any epidemic you could think of, like heart disease, AIDS,
exactly.
Depression,
you can inherit it, just like you can inherit curly hair. You know what I'm saying? Long legs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like you can inherit, but if you don't know about it, you just like in the blind.
So how influential is having that backbone, that great partner, that great, you know, that person in your life that, you know, to help you get through that part, because you know everybody suffer and we don't know how to deal with it, but you gotta have that bad day, that person to help you get through. How influential is that to you?
Oh, it's very.
We always speak on that at this show. Right?
It's very influential, especially because we come from two totally different environments, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hipping her to a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff I'm thinking I'm hipping her to, she already know about. You know what I'm saying? And she's very supportive. She's very supportive.
And they go a long way. Like
it does. She understands when I don't feel like being bothered, like I don't want to talk about it, because I'm on, like, that's when the Aquarius kick in, because I shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a problem solver. I like to solve everybody's problem, but I also like to solve my own problem. So like when I'm going through something, I just shut down.
You shut down shit, but you're right about it.
Yeah.
You'll write it out.
But I used to, but I'm trying to get back to, I have a writing partner and we were just talking about this the other day. We wrote this book right here. Her name is Robin, and this is one of my latest books as well. It's called From LA to ATL, The Dollhouse, because she's actually from LA. And we was talking about writing through the pain. I used to do that a lot, but I'm trying to get back to writing through the pain.
So was that therapy for you?
Yes, it's very therapeutic. It's very therapeutic. It's cathartic. You know what I'm saying? Like you to see it. You know how you'll be feeling it, and sometimes a lot of things you can't verbalize, but to actually see it on paper, you know what I'm saying? It's like you literally pouring your soul out, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly why we started Dopelines, because me being a former writer, rapper, all this stuff, you know, just loving the art of rap, I understand what a dope line is. And I understand that when a dope line can be anything said by a dope individual. So it can be from, like I said, it can be from Gandhi to, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, Freeway. You know, anybody who says something that was like, damn, I need like it can be from your mother.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So like, you see a dope individual, you know that. So like I said, we started Dopelines because we like what writers do, like authors, screenwriters, rappers, singers, anybody who say that stuff that make you feel that energy, that give you that dope vibe. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? That good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, say your books tell the truth, and a lot of people might not understand it, and they might do, but they want to hear it. But for somebody who's been through it and know about it, that's therapy. Like to us, I know it's coming up in the 90s. I don't care where you from. We went through a lot of death. There was a lot of senseless, dumb violence, like even like it's going on right now. But Tupac was our, you know, therapy. Hennessy and Tupac, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Like we didn't get the talk to come in and people tell us, like it was like one day you was at school with this cat, the next day it was empty. You know what I'm saying? His desk was empty.
Exactly.
And they never told us, you know, like what no, we never got. We knew what happened, but we never had to talk about it.
Right.
You had to go through it. So your book, the fact that you sat down and wrote it out, and not just wrote it out, but you made it so vivid that people like, yo, like you became #1 twice. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit. So that, like, the movie's got to be in play. You know what I'm saying? I see you already got the LA Connect, and you in Atlanta. So now, by you being a true Atlanta piece, before all this shit, you already started this shit. Now, I see Tyler Perry out here, everybody out here, they making all these movies. All the movies out here, Will Smith, all them, you know, Martin Lawrence, but you got that real, true story that need to be put out. And I see 50 doing the whole BMF movie and all that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I think that's don't lie, do y'all thing. I love it. But I think that's a lead up to you putting out your authentic shit.
Exactly.
And you're gonna get the blessing you're supposed to get. You're gonna get all them authentic ATL niggas in your shit.
Exactly.
So you gonna get them niggas when they come home. You gonna get them niggas that's already out. You gonna get them to get in your movie, and you're gonna get me. Cause I'm definitely gonna be in that shit though. I love it though. I'm fucking with you 100%. First of all, I got shout out to Candy. She up in the house too. I got to shout out to her cause that's it. She over here wavy right now. You dig? She trying to be shy. I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? We go loosen up a little bit. We go, you know what I'm saying? Like get in the environment. You know, she cool. She cooling though. But another thing though. How do you? To me, I'm one of these cats like this that believe that I can see people go all week. From Monday through Saturday, talking about eating right, eating off the land, kale, they went earthstones, they all into this burning incense and all this. But then, no disrespect to nobody else in their religion, but on Sunday, they give credit to a person. Like, how can you be living off the land, eating off the land, loving the land, doing all this stuff, and then at the end of the week, you give credit to somebody on the Sunday? And not give credit to the sun. Like, I know the sun control everything from the time to everything, even to the zodiac sign, all that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you say your sun sign or whatever, that's your original sign. So I was just like how, like as you being a spiritual being that you are, I already know that you are light. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you live your life. How do you see like the whole dude? It seems like it's a trend. Everybody going all natural, and everybody want, you know.
Yeah.
And I hope it's a good trend.
Yeah.
And I hope it stick.
I
hope it's not a trend. I hope it's just us getting back to nature.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I say that too. That's just like the other day. It was 4th of July, and a lot of people were putting up different things and saying different things. Mm-hmm. And someone said they made the comment. Don't be a downer. Your mom and your grandmama celebrated 4th of July. But my thing is, if you know better, you do better.
Thank you.
We are in the age of the Aquarius, which means the age of information.
Okay.
So information is readily available to us. You know what I'm saying? And we know the truth. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times we don't have to seek the truth because the truth is right in front of us. So if you ignore the truth and it's right in front of you, that's just your own ignorance. Yeah. You know?
Like I say, you was a seeker of the truth because you stole encyclopedias. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's like you looking for knowledge. Anytime you steal that type of book, you definitely look for knowledge. So yeah, like people that, and then
but it's crazy because the first person that ever really told me about black people and our she was my 5th grade teacher, one of the same people who encouraged me to write all the time, but she was a white lady.
Damn.
And she was the first person that told me, she was the first person that told me that black people are the original people. Wow. So you heard that from a white woman. From a white woman, and I'm going home looking on the wall like, wait a minute, but the Jesus that's in my house on that picture, he got brown hair.
He look like Russell Crowe. This mine look like Tom Brady. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Tom Brady. That brown hair and the blue eyes, like, you know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, everybody's mama and grandmama had the picture of Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, and Malcolm X, and then they had that picture, and that was a picture, one picture, that was like the Holy Trinity, and then they had
have Malcolm and Martin together in your house.
No, and listen, but we had a picture that had all three of them on there, and then you had that one picture of Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, she told me that on the phone, I'm like, wait a minute. And the whole class, it was like a big thing, but after that, I wanted to stay after school and like, tell me some more. Like, okay, so how your skin did this color? And she told me about, like, you know, how everything broke off and the ice age and everything, you know what I'm saying? And that was, and we need more teachers like that, you know what I'm saying?
Real
people like that, exactly, like, this is not, and what's in this book is not your story, you know what I'm saying? It's his story. It's like, it was her story, but it wasn't my story, you know what I'm saying?
Imagine that though, a lot of people, you was in the 5th grade, a lot of people don't get that till they like senior year of college, where they graduating and they took all these classes and they like, but they don't really get the truth until they like grown.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it goes back into mental health. Like, I didn't learn anything about mental health until like I got into college. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I feel like in high school they should have classes that teach that. You know what I'm saying? It will help so many kids. You know what I'm saying? To know what they're dealing with and to themselves and what they're dealing with at home, you know what I'm saying? I'm having these psychology classes and I'm going home, I mean, you know, like, I'm looking at my mom totally different because my mom was schizophrenic, you know what I'm saying? And so it like made me look at things differently.
Damn, but see, I mean, that's what they say though, like, it's a thin line. You know, it's a real thin line. Like, well, I just dropped some genius shit, like she said. Like, it's a real thin line.
But now, that was then, but now, like, in my growth and in my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and me just acquiring more, and even like things I'm reading now, who's to say she was schizophrenic? That could have been like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Them spirit guys.
Genius or crazy. It's a thin line. I know, you're right. Like Kanye, Most Def, all of them. It's a thin line. That make you go in like you strong, but when you get too powerful, they're gonna make you seem like you crazy, but you not. You definitely on point. But they say it's a thin line. But the shit that your mom said, that quote, let me know that she was on point. But like I say, as far as like I say, the mental health part, I had an uncle that was so-called schizophrenic, brilliant dude to me too. Made me feel the reason I love music and everything, because I know he had a whole room full of 45
they be so
records and
be creative, you know what I'm saying? But that goes back to that creative genius, you know what I'm saying? Most geniuses have some form of what, you know, insanity, what the people declare insanity, you know what I'm saying?
Or like say shit, a drug problem, but people like you say, like most of the geniuses, it's a thin line. You got Ray Charles, you got Prince, you got Mike. It's a thin line. We call them, but Dopelines, they call them lyrical or musical genius.
Exactly, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then it goes back to you self-medicated. You know what I'm saying? Like
covering up. Therapy.
Exactly.
You went through.
Yeah. Like all of them had them hard, them bad, them terrible childhoods, and then like when they could have been taking that stuff to silence some of them things going on in their head. You know what I'm saying? Because you live this stuff, so you trying to go to sleep, but you still hearing these damn songs in your head. You know what I'm saying? Or these characters speaking to you if you're a screenwriter or whatever. Oh, let me smoke this weed, or oh, let me pop this pain pill that they gave me for my back when I broke it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know these things, you know what I'm saying, and keep you from being so judgmental to people, you know what I'm saying? That's why one of my favorite people is a crackhead who used to wash my car, you know what I'm saying? I write about him in my book, his name Miami Black. I love him to death. I go sit, she'll be like, you been over there getting your car washed all day. I go on Bankhead and sit up there, and he'll be on Wash 12 Club. You ready for me to get you sis? I be like, nah, you can go ahead. I sit right there, get all the game in the work. They don't been through it. You know what I'm saying?
Experience is one thing. It's a lot. Experience. I tell people all the time, man, when you go through and you talk to the OGs, I love talking to them too. Like in my neighborhood where I grew up at, man, it's a lot of OGs. Like, I know Don Juan and Don Juan mentors. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the west side of Chicago, so I know them old school pimp players, gang banging, hustling, you know what I'm saying? All the connivers, the con artists, you know, and being a barber, I think it speaks on a lot of talking to the kids. Because
barbers are like therapists.
Man, make some noise. I swear to God, like shout out to Killer Mike, because for him to have the love of a barber shop and not be a barber is something else. Because to have a shop and not be an owner is difficult, because I mean, you getting money, but you're not really getting money.
Right.
You really doing it for the love. You really doing it for the cats that need a job, the cats that's felons, the cats that, you know, the females or whatever, because you're not really grossing a lot of money, unless you're a barber and you do that shit. It's about the fellowship, and that's why I say he understands the fellowship and what it means for a kid to come in and get that knowledge, learn how to be cool, and get that hot wheel. Just learn how to be a man.
Exactly, teach them how to be a man. But some of these, you know, some of these young men, the only man they might see every week is the man who cut their hair.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we know that. We know that every time they see us open up the shop and we go to work and we close up the shop and they see us patrol the neighborhood, like David Banner, when he come in, he loved the fact that not only that we handle the shop, we handle the neighborhood. So we keep everything in order. Right. You know what I'm saying? We keep everything moving. So that's the part that they see on a routine. And they see us all the time in there. 'Cause even though they might see us drinking or even like talking to the female, whatever, they see us working and working hard, and they see us open and close the shop, being responsible. And every time they come in, we give them knowledge, we give them money, we give them jobs. Like hell, like grab a broom, you the cleanup boy, you the shop boy for the day. We teach them how to get money, and like we teach them like that swagger. So like say, and the whole thing of like the psychology part is you got to be a con artist to these kids, especially the young black male. And a con artist in a good way, because a con artist is nothing but a confidence artist. When you pump it in, like you can be a coach, any way you want to mentor or whatever, but you got to pump confidence in these kids. And once you do that, they gone. Once you get them in their head, you tell them that they gods, like how the white lady told you that you was original and this and that shit go a long way. That shit become this. You know what I mean? That become that 5th grade. So that's what we got to make sure that we keep doing. Everybody, that we got to like grab these kids and let them know, like, yo, you are original, you are God, you're not supposed to be this. And you are part of the universe, so you can do whatever you want to do. You put it out there and say,
I am the great I am.
I'm right here right now speaking this to existence. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm in the spot I'm supposed to be at because I spoke it out and I got it. So that's what I tell the kids all the time. Like that's the most important thing. Having it, but you don't have that confidence until you know who you are.
Exactly. And a lot of times it takes for you to hear it from someone else, because when you in the home, you think your mama's supposed to tell you smart, your mama's supposed to tell you pretty, but when, or you know what I'm saying, or your mama's supposed to tell you good job, you know what I'm saying? But when you take your report card to the man who cleaned your hair, he be like, oh, don't pay me, keep that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. Keep up the good work.
And the swag shop, we drop it down and give you push-ups for how many A's you bring in. We give you money and push-ups and a job. Stop playing with us.
So you know, a lot, it takes a community, you know what I'm saying? Because when I tell you, I'm the child that the neighborhood raised me.
I believe it.
Like, she be like, that's your cousin? I'm like, no, you know, well, I used to be over their house all the time, and they like my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
You went there and well, first of all, you from the neighborhood, so.
It's family.
It's not too many neighborhoods like that.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
It's crazy because I don't know any of my neighbors, and I've been staying in my house for 7 years. Like I only knew one person, like my neighbor across the street, and he rented out his house because he got a promotion and he moved, and that's the only person I knew.
I remember back in the days when you can go borrow sugar. 4 pieces of bread. You can count the bread. All I need is 4 pieces. I don't even need a lot. I need 4 pieces of bread. I'm good. And you can get anything, and they wouldn't talk about you. It wasn't nothing. It was like cool, like it was good. Now, They putting your ass on social media when you come over. They got you on camera, like, look at this broke ass, thirsty ass. It's crazy now, though, but like you say, we don't know each other.
Right.
Our kids don't go to the same school. Our kids, we grew up together, I grew up in a gang environment, but it was family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, you could say gang, but we didn't know that. We just knew that we all stayed on the same block. So we was squad. We was fam. We played ball together. We was squad. So that's all we knew. And we knew that I could eat at his mama house, and that's how it was. Like now, it's crazy because, you know, we way out of the 70s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we way better than what we was in the 70s.
Yeah.
And shit way worse because we can't trust everybody with everybody. Like back in the day, we was poor, but we can trust.
Yeah.
You can go over there.
But it brought about community. You know what I'm saying? Like you relied on one another. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like people just think they're so self-reliant. You know, and so there goes the community.
Man, I don't have to wrap it up though. I talk to you all night though. But look, I'll tell you one thing. Whenever you want to show, you got a home here. You got you a spot. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. You can do your show. You can do whatever. You can do a pop-up. We got the whole experience. You can sell your books, whatever. You definitely family. You definitely welcome. And next time you come, we gonna have a chef. Definitely gonna have some good cooking for you. We gonna do everything big.
Okay.
So this like minor, but it's just the intro. We definitely gonna bring you back. So you definitely welcome. Like I said, I hate to wrap it up, but damn, we gotta go. But Miss Seyvn McCray, trap scholar, she's out here. Make sure y'all check out her books. Tell them where you can buy your books at. Give them your Instagram.
All my books are available on Amazon.com or either at my website www.sevynmccray.com. I'll be a part of the book kickback. That's the 556 book kickback. That'll be on July 20th at Galleria. From 12 to 6. You can come out and meet me and a whole bunch of your favorite authors.
Okay. What's the name of it?
It's called the 556 Book Kickback. Okay. And if you go on my social media page, it'll be on there. But it's going to be me and a lot of dope authors from around the country.
What side of town?
It's going to be at the Galleria, the Cobb Galleria.
All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, cool. So we definitely gonna make sure we check that out. We gonna make sure you send us the link so we can pub it. We gonna blast that shit. Like I say, Miss Seyvn McCray, like look out for her books. You already know she's #1 when she drops, so y'all make sure y'all check it out. I'm blessed to have her here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really happy to have a author, first author too. Makes you know it's the first author that came through, and I don't know she was 2-time #1 seller, all that stuff. So yeah, thank y'all for coming out, man. Dopelines, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Highway G, everybody, Candy, everybody in the house. I know Lil Body Charlie somewhere in the building. His presence, I feel it. But we hear Dopelines every week, man. Next Sunday, tune in. Check this episode out next Sunday on YouTube. Dopelines edited everything, so make sure y'all check us out, man. Love has been a blast. Dopelines, we out. Yeah.